Hey, what's up? It is Nick here with some raw day trading, and I am going to try to make this quick today. I have a run club that I'm going to be bouncing off to in about 15 minutes, so I got to do this, got to wash some dishes, and get out of the freaking house, right? Today I'm up $740, but I started the day getting a little over aggressive on the main flush on BDTX. And I dug myself a nice juicy hole there. That ended up costing me about $500, 477. And well, between that and then just a normal like minus $130 on whatever, it was some other name that was moving. Let's see here. 23, 120, 19, 6 a.m. Yep. Okay. So let's do this real quick. The main thing I want to see. So BDTX out the open. I was up a little bit on it. I didn't really catch the most of this green move here. I was a little too slow on the uptake, which is fine. Timid up here, lose some money. Make some money, kind of just turning around flat for the most part. I get to about positive ATER. I lose money on, mostly due to like chopping out on spreads. I'm going to fast forward through this. I want to get to the BDTX trade where it just really falls apart. Thank God I had small size on it. Coming into, let's zoom this in. Oh boy, I ate a whole bunch of food and pistachios. I held off eating all day, but now I have like a little weirdness of a headache. Okay, so BDTX, I think it's gonna support here, and then it does this, and I'm just like, let me see, is this warranted? I don't know. The chart looks okay. Looks like it's just gonna chop around here a little bit more. Indecision on the 5 minute. It's at the 950 mark. I'm looking for 10 o'clock, maybe bust through $3 and hit the 200-day up there just above. Most of the attention's on here, and I take a trade too early on this. And when I say too early, it's too early by my metrics. Normally on these flushes that go an insane amount, I would like to be like, let's say it jumped under 48. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so I jump in right there. There's sellers there, so I should be getting out. And I'm holding too long. Okay. And that was my bad. I could have got out there. Okay. I could have got out there. That was a mistake. And then I jump right back in here. The candle hasn't closed. I get out recognizing that. I think I hold off for the next couple of seconds till this candle closes. Nope, I jump in. Okay. And at this point, it's just like torture because it's just churning me out each second I get, and I'm stopping at the lows again. But then I'm going to get really aggressive here. At 24, it's not working. I'm like, something's got to work here. Something's not right. Just so much selling pressure. I get basically a flat trade right there, maybe green by $15. Now I'm down 350. And now I'm starting to double click on it because I'm like, this thing has to bounce somewhere. And now I'm down 400. So between the two stocks, I'm down about 575. And now I'm in 4,500 shares, which is a silly amount. And it's getting stalled out here. And there's buyers on the ass there. It's not really convincing. Oh, take a hellish loss right there. And then I think I slow down. I don't know. Let's see here. I just keep jumping in, and I'm jumping in at the wrong spots. I mean, let's look at this. Let's look at this trade down at the lows here. This is where I tripled up. I mean, this was risky. And I do buy the uptick. All right, so another mistake. It's not going. I should be cutting right there. It's kind of mixtape. Cut. Should be cutting. But no, I hold off a little too long. And I just keep trading it. I think I catch one win here. I think this was the semi-win that I catch. Oh, yeah. It was this one. There was some structure established, finally. Dips below 220. And I'm buying in here. Oh, I buy late again. Yeah. All right, well, that was part of the mistake. I think I'll leave it at minus 398. Okay. And then XHLD, this hasn't popped yet, and I'm like, something's got to give here because this was up in the 90s earlier in the day, and so I was watching this. I jump in on a little back check here, thinking it was going to fail, and when I saw it wasn't failing and buying was coming in, I jump in with 10,000 shares, and pops up to 82, makes me $400, so puts me close to like only down 150 bucks on the day. I end up losing, and kind of in this area up to $1 because it's not really clear of where I want to trade it. But then it opens up here. This was kind of where I let the ball down. I could have sized down here. I was sized down. I didn't take it. Missed opportunity for sure. So let's just watch this. As it's pushing up, my hand's on the buy button. I'm just like, not taking it. The 5 minutes closing. Could have taken it right here. Yeah. I'd just be holding and cutting right there. Then I could add back right there. And I would probably cut right there. That would be in a nice couple trades there. Yeah, that was that. But this one just keeps going all day. This was the one of the day. I lose money, and then I make it back on that push up, and then it puts me green. And I don't take advantage as much of it as I could have. I was kind of weary of it the entire time. But that was basically the day. I came back a little bit later in the day and made 300 more on it. Actually, no, I made, this was what? I ended the day at 461 early in the morning, and then I made another probably $800 on it later in the kind of power hour time as it kept pushing up after it did like this dip and curl up to kind of around 150. And that's that. That was the day. The opportunity areas for me were taking advantage of this kind of run up. I could have done better on that. And then at least doing better on not getting roasted on that dip, that big flush dip. I could have got out of that, especially at first. I wasn't ready. So when I take a dip, I have to be ready to get out. And this is an adjustment I have to make. When I take a dip, be ready to get out. All right. That's the day today. You guys have a fantastic afternoon, and I'll catch you later. Goodbye.